Okay, so we're going to quickly talk about like banners and what to pull on. This kind of ties into some other stuff I've already talked about, but I just want to go ahead and put this out here just as like a TLDR. The general aspect when it comes to banners is we get announced every 2 weeks. We get announced the banners that you can check out from the live stream. So if you go to Epic 7's live stream on twitch.tv every other Wednesday, so it'd be starting this Wednesday, which is for me in, let's see here, I'm June 6th, so that would be the June 9th. I don't know if this video will be out by then, but the June 9th stream would be when we get announced the next 2 weeks worth of units. We'll know what's coming. So we kind of have an idea of what's coming. So here's the thing. Most of these units that get run are not important to really pull on in the general aspect of things. Is she hot? Absolutely. Is she good? She's good. She's not great. Is he hot? It's Mort. I mean, come on. He's a dragon. He looks awesome. But is he dire to anything you need on your account? No. When it comes to certain bait banners, there are a few units out there, yes, that you really should pull on. If you don't happen to have Sigurd on your account, you need a Sigurd banner. Too bad she just was run, so it's going to be a while. Hopefully by the time you're watching this video, maybe she's out right now, or maybe she's about to come out. If not, pray that you get her through one of your other summons. So if we're talking about banners and what to pull on, the big thing is collab banners are typically in some games are one-off banners. The good news is Epic 7 has a good history right now of rerunning collabs. They've rerun the Guilty Gear collab 3 times. Now, the Kazuna AI collab has not been rerun as far as my knowledge goes, but the actual real collab, which was Guilty Gear, has been rerun 3 times. Each time, slightly different. The first time was it introduced the original units, then they introduced Elfelt, and then they reran it in a completely different fashion here just recently this year. So that's probably something you want to pull on if you're a newer player when it comes around. Dizzy's great, Biken's great, Elfelt's great, Soul's great. Soul's given to you for free, so you don't even have to worry about pulling for Soul. So all you have to worry about is pulling for waifus. And it's just, which cup size do you want? Actually, wait, they're all the same. Anyway. Moving on. The next thing is Covenant. This is going to be a big temptation because it's always here. This is why we sometimes say, is this unit worth? Do you need to pull this unit right now? Reason being is because right now, you can probably come down here and see it right there. There's Mort. I have a 0.02% chance. 0.03 basically to pull Mort right now. Ilyanov is probably in here somewhere. I don't know if she's automatically in here or if she comes in next week when her banner drops. Did they put her in? No. So her banner needs to go away and then she'll show up here in the Covenant summons. But for the most part, you don't need to pull for them. They're in here. You're given a 4 or 5 star ticket every month. You have a chance of getting it. There's ways of getting the units to show up. So that means you don't necessarily need to pull for them. Mystic banners rotate every 27 days. And they rotate every week as well. What I mean by that is there is a lower rotation. So this section rotates every week. As you can see here, in 3 days and 10 hours, this rotates out. And then this rotation right here will come in. These 2 units do not rotate, but only every 27 days. They've got 10 days left. Hopefully we're going into a rerun banner next. These you kind of want to go pull sparingly on. The reason being is because in order to pity this, you need almost 12,000 Mystic Bookmarks. Actually, here, I'll give you the real number right here on the spot. So it's 50 times 201. You need 10,050 bookmarks to pity. Moonlights are given to you once a month for free. There are ways to farm moonlights. You get 1 mystic summon a month, or 1 moonlight summon a month given to you through your monthly check-in. But you can farm these through Hell Raid, And then you can also get them through summoning by spending these gold transmit stones. You can buy them. Every 6 transmit stones buys you a single summon. Elemental summons are something you will unlock in gear in guild. I have not talked about guilds at this point of making the video, but if this is before or after, these are unlocked by doing guild boss and some rewards given out randomly. And I mean randomly by the game. So there, you may get it through completing an adventure. You may get it through completing we'd had the Epic 7 World Cup stuff. They were giving a few of these out. There are ways these will show up, but most of the time these are going to show up through doing your guild boss. And as long as they are the 4 or 5 star, expect something decent. If they're the 3 star, expect the 3 star. Although I can say it was a great laugh. I pulled my Alencia off of the 3 star. Off the 3 to 5 star one, which was great. I was ecstatic because I love Alencia. Friendship summons is what you do when you need fodder. And by fodder, any 2-star monster, or if you're just trying to level up an artifact a little bit, you can get these really, really cheap, and you want to go for that. So if we're talking about going back to actual banner units, because I feel like I can't stress this enough, if they're waifu, pull for it. Nobody's going to judge you. If they're husbando, nobody's going to judge you. But if you're sitting there questioning why your bookmarks are low, I talked about this already previously in another segment, but I will go over it again. Limited units are always a priority. So your limited RGBs are something you're after. Big, huge units like, you know, Kairon's a great damage dealer. You've got Holiday Euphem's a limited summer unit. She's good. Maybe she's going to get a buff this year. But as far as we know, you know, she's a limited unit, so you're probably going to want to pull. If you want her, you have to pull for her on her banner. I talked about Seaside Bologna's being a limited unit. Fairy Tale Tenebria is a limited unit. Cerise is a limited unit. Where is she? Luna's a limited unit, and Deanne is a limited unit. So when these show up, you probably want bookmarks. There's a good chance, though, that Landy, Cerise, and Deanne show up on banners together, or they may get rotated out. But you may start seeing 3-unit banners where you just have to pull 121 times or 120 times to get enough coins to guarantee you buy one. I like those banners. I think it's good because you have 121 or 120 chances of pulling the unit right there, and then hopefully along the way you get one of them. That's what happened with me with Guilty Gear. I think it was Biken was the one I bought, or I bought Elfeld. I don't remember. And then green limiteds. Let's see here. At this point, you can count Iseria as a limited unit, even though she's not. But there's a lovely basic meme talking about how it's been over a year and a half at this point, and she still hasn't been rerun on her banner. So we jokingly call her a limited unit. She's not. You can get her in a selective summon. Biken's a limited unit, Guilty Gear collab. And then Landy looks like she's the only green limited unit. But again, she'll show up there. And then Light Darks, see here. So your Moonlights, there shouldn't be any actual limited units here due to the fact of these are in your Moonlight summons and your Mystic Metals. So they aren't anything you have to worry about with that. As far as a few pickups, I know I talked about this already, but again, Tamron is a huge pickup for anybody who, if she's up during the time of wherever and you see her and you don't have her, you should try to always have bookmarks to pick her up. If not, refresh shop, get her. She's really, really good. Bassar's a pretty good. He's a pretty top ban in a lot of in-game content, but he's pretty good. Krau's pretty good overall. I know some people really like Pavel. I love Lulika. She's great. Let's see here. Rowanna's a pretty good Soul Weaver. Celine's pretty neat, but I wouldn't necessarily say you have to pull for her. Politis is a good unit for PvP. Flan, unfortunately, she was just rerun. I think she's a great pull, especially as she can AoE defense break and crit damage buff. It's huge. I think that's fantastic. If you happen to see, obviously Seaside Bologna would be a huge pull. but she's limited. But as far as non-limiteds, there aren't many. Just kind of let them go as they come around. I love Sirmia. I'm going to work on building her. So I recommend if you haven't, she's around and you want to one-shot a lot of things or do a lot of damage in certain content, she's a good pull if she's around. But overall, this is, if out of all of them, there's only one of them that is a must pull, and that is Tamron whenever she shows up. If you don't own her, pull Tamron. The best bookmarks you'll ever spend. She will literally carry you with scuff gear, and I mean scuff gear. I will show you the king of scuff right here. Scuff. Move my head. Scuff. She is Scuff, and she carries me through content with how she's built right here. You can easily do better than this, and she will do better. Pull her. She's one of those units. So that's kind of the banners, what to pull on, where to go. There may be new units that come out, but this is as of, like I said, June 6th, 2021. That's all that's out there that is a must pull. The collab, depending on who it is, if it's a collab you like, pull on it, because we can't say right now whether it's to pull or to not pull. If there's a meta unit, I'm sure Reddit will be on it instantly. I'm sure your favorite Twitch streamers, will be telling you whether or not they are good to pull her on or not. But no, seriously though, there's a lot of awesome Twitch streamers. Just you can go up in any of the ones that are in the top 5, and they'll probably tell you if the collab unit's worth pulling or not. Obviously, the collection reason is always there, because this game is a Pokédex of gotta catch them all, but they'll all happen eventually as long as they're not limited. So that's the basics, or that's what I should say is the overview of the should you summon or not. And let's move on to the next section.